My name is Dr. Harry Singh and I own a aesthetics clinic, Aesthetics Life, based in Stevenage, Hertfordshire. I only do 2 days a week clinical work and then the rest of the week is split between training for my Facial Aesthetics Training Academy and then a bit of admin marketing. My thing is I get bored quite easily, so I need a varied life in terms of facial aesthetics training, facial aesthetics treating patients, which I love doing, and then property investing to create that wealth. So the ones that were coming in, we would have our front of desk receptionist. It was a manual process and I knew in the back of my mind that I was missing a lot of opportunities. If she was sick, then obviously we would have an answer machine and people wouldn't want to leave messages on the answer machine. Then when she would come back the next day, she was overstressed because there's about 20 missed calls. And then she would ring them back and then half the time they weren't available. Yeah, it was a manual process which I wasn't really happy with. With facial aesthetics, unlike dentistry, it's different because a lot of our patients are female and they don't want their husbands to know. So we couldn't leave messages. So that led to a big gap in terms of people ringing us. They're interested in buying our services, but we couldn't get back to them. And it was like having a leaky bucket. We pouring water in with all our marketing and there's a massive hole at the bottom and it's all leaking. Because they couldn't speak to someone straight away, then I assumed they'd probably go to the next person, ring that next person. We had so many comments from patients go, oh, is your receptionist off or does he only work part-time? And I actually stopped some marketing spend because I go, what's the point of getting all those new patients, new inquiries if we couldn't answer them immediately? Actually, it was a WhatsApp message from one of my past delegates I trained and she was local in the area. And she said, oh, I've just seen one of your regular patients. And I was quite shocked. And I said, oh, why did that patient go to them? Because I knew nothing was wrong clinically. I knew nothing was wrong in terms of the service we offered. I messaged them and go, oh, she said, oh, I phoned you on a Monday. No one answered and I needed an appointment on a Monday. I just phoned the next person on the list. So that was a real wake-up call for me. And I was quite shocked about a number of unanswered calls. They were feeling the pressure because they knew phones were not being answered. And then obviously I was seeing a plateau of incomes. Obviously, we were spending more money on marketing, so it just stayed consistent because you've got your existing patients keep on coming back. You're adding new patients to it, so you should see that consistent growth. And we weren't seeing that. It was just consistently at the same level. So I saw all the positive interactions, positive outcomes, positive results that other dentists were getting. So I go, they cannot all be wrong. One, I know he's still in the trenches. He's still doing dentistry. So he is obviously preaching what he practices and he's obviously developed it for himself and then for other practitioners. He just went through the whole system and he answered all my questions. But it was that reassurance that give it a trial. If you don't like it, you can quit any time. The setup was really good for me. It was stress-free for me because I didn't get involved in it at all. I just left it to my front of desk team. The team loved it. It was easy for them and that transition was perfect. But it picked up so much information from our website and oh my God, the answers and the knowledge it gave was amazing that it did feel like one of my team members were answering the phone. It's just reduced the burden on our team. They're less stressed, so they're not waking up every morning and go, okay, how many missed calls do we have to do? Can we get through to that patient? They love it because everyone lives a busy lifestyle. They can't ring during office hours or make appointments, but they'll ring on the weekends, early morning if they're commuting to work or evening when they've got more time in terms of what the patient's feedback was going to be, and it's all been positive. So we've seen an increase in the number of new patients. More of our regular patients are booking in much sooner because they're getting their phone calls answered. And as I said before, instead of plateauing, we have seen an increase in our income month on month since we've used RoboReception. I would say it's tripled our income in terms of the return on investment. What we're paying per month, we've seen times 3 in the first few months. Our income grows, so it's worth it. So I'm going to continue until forever. My stress and workload has decreased. I trust the system and I trust my team, and putting those together is I can focus on other things that are much more important in my business. So happy team, happy patients, happy boss. I'm not going to lie, all these other dentists are not going to lie that it works. You'll improve the lead conversion, you'll improve your income. Go for it, test it out. Basically, as Nike say, just do it.